Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going to completely demystify manifestation. We're stripping away all the magic, the vague internet advice, and the mysticism. Instead, we're going to look directly at the fascinating ancient yogic science of basically organizing your own mind. Let's dive in.
To really understand how this works, I want you to picture a story from ancient yogic lore. Imagine a tired traveler who has been walking for miles and miles. Suddenly, he just wanders into this highly colorful, lush, vibrant paradise. Completely exhausted, but feeling incredibly lucky, he finds a beautiful, inviting tree with soft, cushiony grass right underneath it, and he just collapses and falls fast asleep.
Well, here is where it builds into a crazy sequence of events. He wakes up feeling amazing, but he's super hungry. He just thinks about his favorite foods, and boom, instantly, they appear out of thin air. 4 hours in, he's having a feast. Then he gets thirsty, thinks of drinks, and just like that, drinks appear. But here is exactly where things go horribly wrong. With alcohol in his system and a totally uncontrolled mind, he starts to wonder, wait, are there ghosts in this forest? Instantly, ghosts appear. Terrified, he thinks, oh no, they're going to torture and kill me. And by hour 7, that is exactly what happens. Because he didn't control his thoughts, his rapid manifestations escalated from food to fear and ultimately caused his own demise.
So let's explore part 1. Taming the monkey mind.
Why on earth did this fortunate traveler meet such a dark end in an absolute paradise? Well, according to ancient yogic lore, he suffered from something called markata, which translates literally to a monkey mind. It represents an unestablished, completely chaotic state where your thoughts just bounce everywhere without any conscious direction whatsoever.
This monkey mind really boils down to two distinct chaotic qualities: constant, unnecessary movement and endless imitation. I mean, think about it. You don't have to teach a monkey to fidget, right? It just does it naturally. And imitation? That is basically a monkey's full-time job. When your mind is plagued by that same unnecessary movement and constant imitation of the world around you, your life becomes entirely accidental.
And here is the big twist of the story. The traveler didn't just walk into a magical forest. He was unknowingly sitting under a kalpa vriksha, which means a wishing tree. But in yogic science, the kalpa vriksha isn't some physical tree out in the woods. It actually represents your very own, well-established, organized human mind acting as a hyper-fast manifestation machine. Mind-blowing, right? Which brings us right to part 2, aligning the 4 dimensions. To actually become a powerful wishing tree, instead of a chaotic monkey, you have to take control. To consciously manifest anything at all, you must organize 4 fundamental dimensions of yourself step by step: your mind, your emotion, your energy, and your body. If you can point all 4 of these in one unwavering direction over a period of time, literally whatever you wish for is going to happen.
But you gotta do the work. Our source material presents a pretty tough truth here. God will not lift his little finger for you. What this means is that the source of creation has already done a phenomenal job creating the entire universe. The Creator's work is totally done. It's now completely up to you to do the active work of focusing your thoughts without negativity, without doubt, and without constantly changing your direction.
Let's look at part 3, compulsive versus conscious action.
When our 4 dimensions aren't aligned, our absolute greatest achievements actually become massive threats to our survival. When we act compulsively, our actions are accidental, hazardous, and destructive. But when we act consciously, they are focused and incredibly purposeful. Just think about modern technology for a second. It brings us unbelievable comfort. But because humanity largely operates in a compulsive state rather than a conscious one, we're kind of accidentally destroying the planet in the process. We've turned a massive boon into a curse simply because our minds aren't organized.
We also severely limit ourselves, We often cap our own potential by saying, oh, I can't do this, or that's impossible, and we base that entirely on past experiences. But human beings are completely capable of making the impossible happen tomorrow if we just stop letting the past dictate the future and actually strive for what we want.
This leads perfectly into part 4, becoming the creator.
To make that shift from compulsive action to conscious creation, you have to get incredibly clear on what you actually want. And the truth is, no matter what external thing you desire, a new house, a bunch of money, a better career, all you are truly seeking is internal pleasantness across your 4 dimensions. For the body, that pleasantness simply manifests as health and pleasure. For the mind, it's peace and joy. For emotion, it's love and compassion. And for your energy, it is blissfulness and ecstasy. That's literally it. Whether you are sitting at the office or praying at a temple, you are just looking for this fundamental pleasantness.
So how do you actually get there? Well, here is your daily practice. Wake up every single morning with one simple thought. Commit to creating a joyful, loving world for yourself and everyone around you. And you have to embrace failure. If you fall down 100 times in a single day, well, that just equals 100 lessons learned. If you commit to striving for this pleasantness daily, your newly organized mind will automatically pull your emotions, your energy, and your body into a single, phenomenal creative force.
Before you go out and unleash the incredible power of your own wishing tree, I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought, just to make sure your desires are truly aligned with conscious creation. Ask yourself honestly right now, if everything and everybody you have ever desired suddenly landed in your living room today, could you actually live with it? Keep organizing that mind, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.